So then, in that case, I'm going to start recording.
Fuck yeah.
It's time.
Let
Ladies and
us know.
gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the semi-annual podcast. And by semi-annual, I mean multiple times a year. Not just
Yeah.
not just every other year. It's not
Every
like
other year?
that's what semi-annual means, right?
Yeah, I
Or is
think
it
that's
just it means once every few years, I
hold
think.
on, semi. Okay, I gotta look this up now, thanks. Occurring twice a year, half yearly.
Oh, okay. So semi-yearly is twice a year. So we have more episodes than that, but it sure feels like like twice a year because our upload schedule lately. Whoo boy.
Yeah, that's just life and stuff.
Yeah,
Can't
but
really do much.
but before we get into that, let me just introduce the podcast. It's been a while. Hello, everyone! Welcome to Out of Our Mains, the show where we're out of our mains, and you probably are too, because you're listening to two hopeless, colorful horse addicts ramble on about a show meant for little girls. My name's Maynard,
I'm Robert.
and you're watching Disney Channel. I think we've already done that
Duh,
bit.
duh, duh, duh.
We've done that bit into the ground. So yeah, it's been a while. So it's good to finally be back. Basically, what's been going on is I've been essentially moving lately. I believe Robert, you started a new job, right?
Yes, I did.
And so he's been working with that. So getting our scheduling set up has been funky. I haven't had a computer set up until just like a little less than a week ago. So it has been very hard to schedule this. But we're back now. Hopefully, everything's done now. So hopefully, we can get back to a
Yeah,
semi-regular and uploading schedule. I know we say that literally every time, but
we need it this time.
we I'm not gonna promise anything, but we'll try. Um,
Yeah.
So, anyways, since it has been a while, that means we've got a lot to talk about. So, uh, so our last episode that went up was a special episode featuring guest DJ Thed, who worked on the G5 game Maritime Bay Adventure. If you haven't listened to that, you should go listen to that now. And give me 1 second because someone just opened my door.
Dang.
All right, and we're back. Sorry about that. I am another thing that has made scheduling this a little difficult is I'm living with two small children right now. So, um, yeah, they just tried to open my door and come in the middle of the recording thing. But you know, it is what it is. What can you do? They shouldn't again. So
Yeah.
yeah, last week we had a guest on, DJ Thed. Go check that out. If you haven't yet, go check that episode out. It was a lot of fun getting to pick his brain on just his experience with the fandom and just what working on the game was like. But but yeah, this is not that episode, so we're not gonna. We don't have him here. We're not talking to
Yeah.
him. Uh,
Unless DJ Fed, are you here? You here somewhere?
he just pops up.
Just
Oh, hey
joins this
guys.
private call. Hey guys.
Yeah, we can't get rid of him. No,
Yeah.
it was
Gosh, he's forever.
it was a lot of fun having him on. But we are going to talk a little bit about our thoughts on the game itself.
Yeah,
So uh,
after like being out for like what, 3 months?
it's only been out for a month and a
It
half.
feels like it's been out longer.
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah. So Robert has actually now seen a full playthrough of the game, so we can
Yeah.
actually talk about the contents of the game itself. So for those of you who don't know, um, when this game came out, pretty quickly a community formed around speedrunning the game, so trying to beat
Yeah.
it as quickly as
You
possible.
you
There's
were the one who started it, pretty
I
much.
I didn't start it necessarily, but I was there day one, and
Yeah, you were there day one, and you
I
got the
had
world record.
I had world record day one. As of right now, I do not have world record in any percent, which is, for those of you who don't watch speedruns, it's a category where anything goes. You just have to get to the credits in any manner possible.
Yeah.
Um, right now, I do have the record in any percent glitchless, though,
Oh,
which is, try to get to the end without using any glitches.
yeah.
Um, So, but yeah, that game was a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of cool people through that, and yeah, obviously talking to Thed. We got to invite someone who worked on the game onto the show. That was really cool. But
Yeah.
let's talk about the game itself. So,
Yep.
so the first thing that people will mention, and I think I should mention because I just want to make this clear. Um, The game took about 2.5 hours for me to beat in its
Is not a long
entirety.
game.
It's not long, and the game, depending on what platform you're getting on, is either $30 or $40. Which, if you're planning on just picking it up and playing what the game itself has to offer, I wouldn't really recommend. If you're interested in speedrunning, though, um, I certainly got my time out of that game. Um,
I would say if you really want to play, get it on sale or something.
yeah, wait for it to go on sale. But other than the length, like it's really well made. I mean, obviously, if you
For a
guys
kids
know,
game, I'd say.
yeah, for the first like licensed console MLP game since G3, like it's really good. Um, the
The game looks great.
Yeah, I mean, Thed worked on the animation,
It
so
looks
you know
better
it's
than the
good.
special, but we'll get to that.
Ew. Um, yeah, it looks really great. The I like the movement in the game. It's like a 3D collectathon. Um, I like the movement in the game. I like how it feels good to run around in the game. But yeah, and then the story is essentially it doesn't really expand upon anything for like like there's you don't really learn anything too much about the world from the game, but it's like a simple straightforward. Sprout is back for some reason. He's not in
Yeah.
jail. He's a
It's
deputy again.
it's like a Palpatine from the Disney trilogy. He's returned somehow.
Yep. Oh my gosh. But he was somehow given his position as deputy back, and
Somehow, yeah.
it's
Why?
it's
I would think they wouldn't allow that given what he did.
yeah, I mean, tons of property damage, all sorts of like he started a Twitter race war, like
We don't know if anyone died during those events, but at least attempted
I
manslaughter.
don't know if he was trying to murder anybody, maybe,
It's
but
like
that's just a theory.
that's just theory.
um,
It's like what was it? It was like manslaughter, but because of like negligence or something, not like intended manslaughter.
if he killed anyone, I don't know if he actually.
Like
I don't.
again, like attempted unintended manslaughter.
Attempted unintentional acts. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
I know the law. I swear,
I
I
know my
know what's right.
rights.
I know my rights.
um, but yeah, he's back, and he's once again, trying to turn Earth ponies, unicorns, and Pegasi against each other. Um,
Because Sprout is stinky poo poo.
yeah. You find out at the end it's just because he's like scared, but he essentially goes around and he dresses up as different main characters that are unicorns or pegasi, and like does like graffiti, I guess. He vandalizes uh a bunch of stuff, and so people think it was the main characters. It's something. So you have to go around and like figure out what's going on and clean things up. But yeah, at the end you find out that it's Sprout, um, and you end up catching him and and having like a heart to heart with him at the end of the game. Um, all in all, it was a fun experience. I did like it. Um, and hearing about like the development process, the amount of time they were given, the amount of people working on the game, like they did a banger job with the
Yeah.
resources they were given.
Yeah.
Cause who boy, it was not pretty from what I heard.
Mm,
um, but yeah, the game ended up turning out as good as better than you could probably expect it to with
yeah.
how it how development was. But yeah, um, if it goes on sale, I'd recommend checking it out. Or if you're interested in speedrunning, go check it out as well. Look at the
Yeah, you'll
speedrun.com
yeah,
page.
if you speed run it, I'm sure you'll get your $40 worth.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Um, I spent way too much time on the game,
More than you
honestly.
probably should have.
Yeah, it's like a 2 hour game, and I think I have like almost 30 hours on it in
I
Steam. Some
mean,
people have way more, so.
dude, like you're one with the brony trash. Like
Exactly.
you might as well go all the way.
Especially recently, I've just been like forcing myself into the brony culture, just in like digging my roots in and claiming it as my home. Like, um, I've been doing a lot of stuff on the side as well, in some of this time. But anyways, though, so that's Maritime Bay Adventure. Yeah, again, go check it out if you think it's worth it, for you. So, other than AMBA, we have the Make Your Mark special came out.
Yeah.
It's like 45 minutes. It was
I,
about
yeah,
magic is going
yeah,
funky.
yeah, I already alluded to my thoughts on the special a little while ago, but let's take it from the top.
Yeah, so essentially the plot is that at the start of the movie, Zip notices that something weird is happening with magic. Like some of the Pegasi are falling out of the sky. Some of the unicorns' magic is just going out randomly. It's weird. Something funky's going on. And so she's trying to investigate while the rest of the main characters tell her, "No, everything's fine. We're all good. Everything's fine." Um, and then there's this Earth Pony lady who's like, I don't like magic. It's gross, and it made me drop my groceries or something. I don't remember. I only watched the special once. Um, but she's like, I guess the antagonist. I don't remember her name. Posey, I think, was her name. Something like that. Um,
Believe it's been a while. It's been like a month. Again, I only saw it once too, and it's been like a month.
yeah, same. I remember most of it pretty clearly, just not her name. But so yeah, there's stuff going around. There's weird magic stuff is going on, and you find out like near the end of the movie that it's because the different races are once again like not getting along, and goes more and more crazy. Uh, the more and more fighting is going on. Um, His magic is like starting to fail, and oh, they actually do that in Maritime Bay Adventure too.
Hmm.
Near the end, like I think Zip's magic starts to fail or whatever because there's like rioting in the streets. Like,
Ah,
Pegasi, go home. So they find out that they all need to get along to make things work, and then at the end of the movie, Earth ponies gain a magical ability where apparently when magic was restored, the Earth ponies didn't get anything. Like they got nothing. They were still just regular ponies,
Nada.
which is interesting because in G4 they had like they were known to have uh, like they are known to be stronger and more
They were like
durable.
they're like the strongest ponies out of all of them. But I guess
Yeah.
Earth ponies have a new form of magic now, which is
Yep.
interesting.
So they gave them a new ability, which is something that like fans have theorized about for a long time, which is like Earth ponies having a connection with like plants and stuff, and using their
Like
magic to
soil and
grow.
stuff.
Yeah. The thing is, back then we're like, oh, maybe they just like have an innate knowledge on where to plant seeds, or like maybe their plants grow slightly faster
Not
and
family
that sort of thing.
magical.
No, freaking I don't think this happens in the special. This happens in the game, but like Sunny goes up to a pumpkin that's like basically shriveled, and she stomps her hooves on the ground a couple times, and that pumpkin turns into the size of the freaking carriage from
Like
Cinderella.
like
Like,
not fam. Earth ponies magical. Earth ponies OP.
yeah, honestly, because they
That's
solve world
the thing. You know
hunger.
how you know how unicorns OP? Not Earth ponies OP.
Now Earth Ponies OP, yeah, because they don't have to worry about food like ever. Um, and that's that's the key to solving world hunger, just in general. Just have Earth ponies
Da-
do stuff, which is crazy.
Dang. We need Earth ponies on we need Earth ponies here then.
Yep. Get them over so we can solve world hunger. Um, but yeah, it's that's basically all the plot. Oh yeah, and there's a dragon. Yeah, Hitch finds like an egg on the beach for some reason. There's just this
Yeah.
purple egg laying on the beach, like in the open, and like no explanation is given to how it got there. It doesn't like it feels out of place. He just kind of goes up to it and gets it when there's like other people around who didn't
Yeah.
even stop to look at this. So Hitch goes and he takes this egg,
Yeah.
and he takes it back and he like incubates it by putting
Yeah.
it in like a closet with like a lamp and whatever.
And then turns out it's Boss Baby Dragon edition.
Yeah, the dragon hatches from it, which we knew from the trailer, but this literally happens in the last like 2 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
Uh, this egg hatches, and then Hitch finds out that he can talk to animals like
Okay.
Fluttershy.
The thing about the dragon, I'll be fine as long as they eventually turn it into an actual character, please.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
sure,
want.
the first season, sure, I get that. It needs to grow up. But please, I want it to be an actual character at some point in the series.
Don't give us Poof again, please.
Please,
Please
God, don't give us poof.
don't make him Poof. So his name is Sparky, I think. Um, based on like based on the toy line and everything. That's the name they give him. Um, and yeah, Hitch can talk to animals, which we all kind of expected, but with the animals being like drawn to him in the movie and whatnot. His little like crab and seagull buddies. But yeah, once the magic is like restored or whatever. Oh yeah, Sunny jumps into like a black hole or something and saves some people. As you can tell, it neither of us really cared for this special, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like the writing was it was kids show writing. Like
It was harmless.
yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't bad necessarily. Like I didn't stop watching it like I did with
Yeah.
like
Like
uh
it wasn't like obnoxious.
yeah, it wasn't
I
offensive.
I would rather sit through this than Minions. So
True.
that
You're
or
telling
like
me, Robert, you're telling me that I'm not flying out there so we can get all dressed up and go see Minions and tuxes?
Bro, we're gonna see the world premiere of Minions.
It already
We're
came
gonna
out, but it's still
we're
in
gonna we're gonna we're
theaters.
gonna make them do another world premiere just for us.
Yes, another
Um,
world premiere.
yeah. World premiere 2. But yeah, really, like I would rather sit through Make Your Mark than any Illumination film except Despicable Me 1.
True. I mean, the Lorax isn't that bad.
Again, Lorax is okay.
I don't mind the Lorax. Then again, I haven't
It's
seen it in years.
it's okay. It kind of ruins the message of the original.
Yeah, that is true. Uh, yeah,
Songs are a banger though.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing with Illumination is that they pretty much always have a pretty decent soundtrack. Um, Lorax especially,
Yeah.
but yeah. So that's the plot of Make Your Mark.
Yeah.
That's our like thoughts on it. It's not
Yeah.
great. A lot of the jokes,
It's okay.
yeah, the jokes don't really land that well. Hitch was like,
Some of them land okay. Some of them kind of like fall on their face.
yeah. Hitch
Again, hit or
probably had the
miss.
best lines, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
don't even
It,
remember any of
it's
them,
it's just
but
like it's just like a low key, just the best character so far in G5.
I know, true. Um, and oh yeah, so something we should probably mention. Um, yeah, so none of the voice actors are the same as from the movie, which
Yeah,
is
you're used to it.
unfortunate, but we
You're
all
used
kind of
to it,
expected.
but for me, I have not got used to it yet because I have not played the game as extensively as you have.
Yeah, I've played the game a lot, so a lot of the voices are like ingrained in my head. So I see the characters and I think of like I think of their new VAs.
Yep.
I still kind of wish we had the VAs from the original movie, but
Yeah, but they are big celebrities. They would cost a lot
yeah,
of money to get them in.
yeah. But it is what it is. The new ones are doing a pretty good job so far.
Yeah.
I don't really have any problems with any of them.
Hmm.
Um, all in all, yeah, the special was just
Yeah.
unoffensive. Like it wasn't bad. It was uh here so I mean we talked about this a bit in the DJ Thed episode, but
The
uh
animation is pretty subpar.
the animation is pretty it's pretty bad right now, but it's
Yeah.
probably going to get
Yeah.
better as time goes on.
Okay. Still
Um
images are okay.
yeah, yeah,
Still,
if you take screenshots of the special, I don't think they look that bad. It's
but in motion, ay ay ay.
yeah, the animation is a
The
little bit
But
funky.
again, I'm pretty sure I talked about this in like the special DJ Thad, but we pointed this out that when they fly, it doesn't look like they're flying. They just looks like they're floating.
Yeah, but if you want to hear more of our thoughts on the animation, again, go watch the DJ Thed episode. It was really good.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, is there anything else about Make Your Mark that I'm forgetting? Oh, so yeah, there's the whole thing with the black hole, and then people get glued to
yeah,
the ground or something.
yeah. Flex Seal.
Yeah, the freaking Gak is back. Like,
Phil Swift just comes from the abyss.
hi, Phil
Flex
Swift here
Swift
with
here
Flex
for Flex
Seal.
Seal. The super strong rubber ice, the rubber ice cement that you can pour right into cracks.
It even works on ponies.
It even works
See how
on
these
ponies.
see how these Earth ponies can't escape their eternal prison, chained to the
And the
ground.
inside is completely dry. To
Oh,
show you the power of Flex Seal, I trapped these ponies in the town
wow.
and
Yeah.
sent them to their demise using only Flex Seal.
Oh my gosh, there needs to be a sales pony in G5 named Philly Swift. There
Fuck
needs to be
you!
there needs to be Please, I need a TV ad from
Philly,
a mayor named
Philly,
Philly Swift.
Philly Swift. Oh
Please,
my, Philly Swift here for Flex Seal.
please make your mark staff if you're listening. Philly Swift. I won't charge any royalties or anything.
We won't ask for rights. Just please.
Just do
You
it.
know what? Philly Swift. Yeah, I was gonna say do like a Phil Swift parody and get the actual Phil Swift to do it, but if it's Philly Swift, it has to be a female.
Yeah. Um anyways, oh,
I
Phil Swift is a
think,
treasure.
yeah, I think that's it though.
Yep. So that's about it for Make Your Mark. If you Oh, we forgot to mention. I always forget about this. The one thing about Make Your Mark that's like kind of interesting is the movie ends and like you see this it like zooms out from this like crystal ball mirror thing or whatever, and you see this like dark like alicorn lady, and she's like, oh, they finally managed to find the magic and restored it. This will make things very interesting. I'll get you next time, Stunny Star Scout. Next time. And then her cat.
I'll get you next time, He-Man.
Oh, I was thinking more Inspector Gadget, like Claw, Dr. Claw.
I'll get you next
I'll
time,
get you next time,
Gadgets.
Gadget. Next time.
Next time. How the hell do you do the voice? Like,
What?
gee, how the hell would you do the voice? Like, sheesh, it's so like raspy and groggy.
Oh, but yeah, there's this like dark alicorn lady, which a lot of people it's the one thing that has the most people excited. I personally can't stand her design. Her colors
Yeah,
clash
she looks
really
like an
badly.
OC from 2015.
Oh my gosh. In my opinion, at least, the colors don't really work. Maybe it's just the lighting that she's in, but like her lips glow,
Yeah,
and like her hair doesn't like look like it's. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Specifically, she looks like an OC that a middle schooler would design. Like,
yeah.
she looks edgy.
Mm-hmm. But we'll just have to
I'd
see.
rather deal with King Sombra again.
Bro, give us King Sombra back. Heck yeah.
Yeah, like King Sombra also looked that way, but at least he had a somewhat interesting like story to him.
Yeah. King Sombra was cool. I'll take him back. No, he's not coming back. I honestly don't think that they should bring too many things back from G4 just so like G5 can, make a name for itself and stand on its own. Because I don't expect the rest of G5 is going to be as bad as this special. I think it's going to improve over time. Um, I'm not getting my hopes up too high, but I think it will definitely get better as time goes on, as the animators get more comfortable, as the writers get more experience, that sort of thing.
Yep.
But I don't think that releases until, or the series, I don't think it starts until September. Um, I think there's like 8 episodes,
Is
something like that
is
in
it the
total.
21st night of September?
I don't remember.
But bruh, you gotta remember the 21st night of September.
Yeah, I believe the series starts in September. Um, yeah, we'll just have to see what comes of it. I assume that the Dark Alicorn lady is going to be the main villain. She's got like a little like she has like a girl next to her who looks like she's kind of like reserved. Maybe like a villain like sidekick that's gonna end up turning good. I don't know. That's just kind
Maybe.
of the vibe I got from her. I liked her design. She looked pretty good.
All
But
right.
let's move on from Make Your Mark because
Yep.
yeah, there's not too much more to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
something I do want to mention. For any of you who are interested, I forgot to include this in our list, but the G5 comics are going. I
Oh,
haven't
snap! They started.
Yeah, I haven't checked them out yet. I think they have 2 issues out already. Um, essentially a I won't say who or like in what context, or actually I don't even know the context. But a character from G4 comes back in the G5 comics. I will not say who or anything like
Ooh.
that, but there is a character back, and yeah,
Ooh.
it's one of the things that's making me kind of want to check them out because I saw
Ooh.
I haven't watched the video, but
But we can look at that later.
yeah, yeah, we'll
And then
check
we
it
can
out.
talk about it next time.
Possibly, yeah. Anyways, though, so if you're interested in the comics, go check those out. Um, now, so you people here at Out of Our Mains, longtime listeners, I say this every time, longtime listeners know both me and Robert are very big fans of a fan series that's been going on. Uh, a little series called
It's,
Elements of
it's,
Justice.
it's not too popular. It's
It's
not
not
too well
it's
known.
not too well known here, though. At Out of Our Mains, everybody knows it because we don't shut up about it.
Yeah,
uh,
because it is
they're getting
it
new
is
episodes out like faster and faster,
yeah,
and they're getting better and better. I don't know how they
yeah,
do it.
it is easily one of like the best fan projects.
Yeah, probably yeah one of the best fan projects that's ongoing right now. So Elements of Justice just released episode 6 of Case 2, I believe it was. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you don't care about EOJ or you're worried about spoilers, I'll leave timestamps in the description to skip this. Um, but we are going to be talking spoilers. So we're on episode 6 of this case, and we're just about to get into the final like court
Final
session.
trial
Yeah,
for this
it's
case anyway.
so much stuff has gone down.
Oh my God. We got answers, but we also have more questions
As
yet again.
always, as
As
always,
always. They answered more this episode than they did last
that's
episode.
true. Yeah, last episode was like they were just
They last episode they answered nothing.
they answered nothing and they gave us like 15 more questions to ponder about. But we're about to get into the court, and me and Robert have literally no idea who the culprit could possibly be.
Yeah, it's like sheesh,
So
like
right now, Sweetie Belle is the accused, but Sugar Stamp has admitted to the murder of Royal Order. Um, Sweetie Belle just happens to a lot of the evidence ends up pointing to her. She's definitely not the culprit. Um, Sugar
yeah, like
Stamp.
there's there's no like Sugar Stamp doesn't seem guilty either.
Here's the thing, yeah. From what we know about Ace Attorney, like Sugar Stamp shouldn't end up being
Yeah.
the um the killer. We
Yeah,
don't
because
think it's
I
Sugar
feel
Stamp.
like if it was Sugar Stamp, we would have gotten like some sort of indication, like a like Psyche Locks, Perceive, Moonmate, any of those. But we got none of that.
Here's the thing, so much evidence has come up that very obviously points to Sugar Stamp. And like it she has not only the opportunity, she was for sure at the scene of the crime, but she also now has a motive. Um we
Yeah,
find
all the
out
pillars have been filled. Because I have a thing. I have like a like kind of like these like pillars that you'd have to fill to see to set up the thing. So you got opportunity, means, motive. The
mhm,
three pillars.
and she
Like,
had
and so
all
far,
three.
all three of them are filled. Motive is a bit shaky, but all three of them are filled.
The motive, apparently, it turns out that, at least according to a letter that was written,
According to the evidence.
according to the evidence, um, very convincing evidence too. It's written
Yes.
in her hoofwriting.
Yes.
Um, She and Royal Order were a thing.
They were having an affair,
They were having an affair.
which is
Um,
which is not something you'd imagine
we did
seeing
not.
in.
Okay, I would say we did not expect it, but like right before it came up, I was like, Robert, crackhead theory.
And it was
And
true.
it came true literally 5 seconds later. Um, well, presumably. There's still,
Yep.
yeah,
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly. Anyways, though, the evidence points to her. So the reason her having an affair, uh, it's not specifically that she had an affair with him that points to motive, but in the letter, she seemed very obsessive and possessive of all the S's of Royal Order. Um, she was like complaining that he wasn't going to spend Hearts and Hooves Day with her. Um, and like, yeah, trying to guilt trip him into, you know, leaving his family to stay with her for Hearts and Hooves Day. And that's why Royal Order has been away from his family so much, is because he's been with Sugar Stamp. He's been cheating on Fair Devotion. Um, Again, allegedly.
Hmm.
Um, but she's upset that he wasn't staying with her. And we find out that the reason he went to the mirror pool, uh, we find out the assumed reason he went to the mirror pool is to literally be in two places at once, to stay with his family, but also to be with Sugar Stamp, to keep her company, because her I want to say Sugar Stamp's husband died or her lover died, um, way back when, and she said that like the family was there to support her and everything. But, um, anyways, yeah, Royal Order wanted to have his cake and eat it too. He wanted to please everyone. He fell into the people pleasing trap. Um, and yeah, ended up cloning himself. The theory is that, or what the police are saying, is that um, maybe being with both of them wasn't enough for Sugar Stamp. Maybe she didn't want him with Fair Devotion at all. Um, and it's like this whole thing is funky too, though, because like Fair Devotion, when they brought it up to her, which I still don't think that they should have brought it up to Fair Devotion in front of the deceased's child, like, um, when they brought it up, she seemed to like not really react. Like she kind of, it's like she expected it, but she denied that they were ever a thing, and said that like, hey, you probably just read the letter wrong or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's weird that she didn't really react much. Um, it just, God, it's so
Yeah.
confusing. Um, I think that's like the biggest thing. We've also found out some stuff about Sweetie Belle was for sure at the scene of the crime. Um, Outside of the blood, we found out that she stole a potion from Zakora, and like tied up a wound she got from, I believe, the Timberwolves. She like uh what do you call it?
Tourniquet.
Yeah,
Tourniquet.
she used a tourniquet, well, a makeshift tourniquet, um, to slow the bleeding and to close up the wound, so she could use this potion to heal herself. And we broke through her psyche locks with Phoenix, and uh, she still didn't reveal anything though. She promised to, but she wouldn't at the time. She said, She said, "I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll let you defend me, and I'll work with you. I just need some time." So we ended the episode breaking her psyche locks, but still not getting her secret. Um, because Sweetbill still knows more than she's letting on, obviously. We had this whole thing with, oh, we got to see Equity.
Equity, yeah, sword lady, as we called her.
Mm-hmm. Equity was out on the field, and she had a talk with Athena where she's like, hey, you can't just rely on your friends to do everything for you.
Hey, loser, quit trusting people.
Friendship isn't magic. Uh,
Yeah, My
go,
Little Pony equality is magic.
oh,
Turns into
Sayo
Starlight.
Sneroshimi. Um, but yeah, she just basically said like, "Hey, you can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. You
Can't
can't
even
trust
trust
anybody."
yourself.
um, so Athena, she got in her head, and Athena was all like doubting uh, Luna, and like this whole time she's been trying to like do stuff kind of on her own to like prove herself. Uh, Phoenix, Phoenix came up to her and talked some sense into her, which was good. And then Luna did the same because Athena had like sort of a nightmare at the end where she's like being yelled at by everyone and like being blamed for everything bad that's happened and whatever. Um, and Luna comes and fights off her nightmares and helps her. And they have like a little heart to heart, which is really nice. Um, yeah, so we're expecting that the next prosecutor is not going to be Luna. The prosecutor for this next trial is not going to be Luna. I like theoretically it could be her, but judging by how things are going, I don't think it's going to be her because like she's been like, "Hey, we're gonna," or she and Athena are like, "Okay, now we're gonna like actually work together." And Luna's like, "I trust you now, and uh, we'll be transparent with each other." So like, you can't, you can't have her be the prosecutor now, because then everything, because then the case would just get solved instantly.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, so I have a feeling maybe Equity is going to be the prosecutor. Like, she looks like a prosecutor. She's going to be a
Yeah.
prosecutor
Okay,
eventually.
my theory is that either she's going to be a prosecutor when they eventually go to Canterlot,
Hmm.
or she's going to be the final prosecutor.
That's
Then
true.
again, then again, Trixie.
Yeah, yeah, we haven't heard anything about Trixie yet.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I've seen her poster in the background in Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon
oh, you
and
know what
Moon
I just
Guardian.
realized? You know
Yeah.
what I just realized? This is a bit off topic, but I know why Aljavis, the time. Uh, so this all takes place in between seasons 4 and 5, like before they go to like.
Yeah.
At least we've discerned that it's before they go to Starlight's village, but after the castle is a thing.
Yeah.
Um, I think the reason that I know Aljavis is a big fan of Starlight, but I
Yeah.
think the reason that he doesn't have her there is because um, Trixie gets redeemed in season 6 as being friends
Oh.
with Starlight. So
Oh.
so it wouldn't make sense to have her come back as an antagonist if it took place after season 5, after Starlight's like redemption. I think that's why we are where we are. But that's just my theory, and that was just a random thing. Uh, anyways, though, what else happened? Yeah, we're antsy for court.
Yeah.
We need to get back to
Give
court,
us answers, Aljavis.
please, please. I
We
just
are desperate.
Yep. Um, their last case, we were pretty good at theorizing like what was gonna go down and everything,
I
but this
can't
case,
predict. I don't know where this is going.
I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. Uh, there's like clones and affairs and
Yeah, clones,
everything's
affairs,
backwards.
every like, where is this case going? What's gonna be the truth?
Yeah, it's
Ace Attorney games are never this secretive.
and
Usually people can theorize and figure things out, but I have no idea where it's going.
unless uh, unless we have like I think I mentioned this before, and unless we have a like 2.5 to 3 hour long episode next episode, this is going to be spread amongst 2 episodes. Like
Oh
there's going
yeah,
to be two more. We're
no
going to
doubt
have
about it.
an 8 episode case two. What are the next cases gonna be
Oh,
like?
yeah, if this is what case like the case two, I'm scared to see what the other cases are gonna turn into.
EOJ isn't gonna reach its finale until like 2026. at,
At this rate, yeah.
at the rate things are going, because they're getting episodes out pretty quickly. But the thing is, like, there's so many episodes in each case.
Yeah.
I love it, but like, ah,
I love it. More content, but sheesh.
yeah. Um, oh, it's basically our motto at this point, but we just gotta wait and see.
Yep.
um, so
Like, hold on. Wasn't the first case like only like 3 episodes?
I want to say it was four.
Hold on. Let's
Uh,
see. It was only 3.
oh, it was only three. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and this is gonna be like 7 or 8.
It's for sure going to be eight. There's no way they keep it to seven. Um, this is literally last case was the tutorial case essentially. This is the first real case, and it's gonna be like 8 episodes long. This is like what? Each episode is about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! In total, EOJ is probably longer than a full day. It's probably longer than 24 hours already.
Oh boy.
That's insane. Um, yeah. As always, though, we're super excited for what comes next. Um, yeah. Hope the next episode comes out soon. But EOJ staff, don't rush it. You guys are doing a great job as is. Keep doing what you're doing. As frustrated as we are that we don't have answers, it is fun. Um, it's a lot of fun trying to piece together everything that's going on. Um, yeah, I think that about wraps up our EOJ talk. Um, did you? Was there anything else big that happened? I can't think of anything else.
Hmm. I mean, it was still really good. Like it was
Yeah.
just I mean, they are giving Al James is giving Athena a lot of like character growth, which I
Yes.
really love because Athena was my favorite character in Ace Attorney.
I like that
Yeah.
Athena is
Yeah.
getting more
Oh, yeah,
more
Athena's like my
growth.
favorite character. And also, Luna starting to trust Athena.
Yes.
Um
The
and
interactions between Luna and Athena are really good.
yeah,
Um,
the interactions between Athena and like all the characters have been pretty good so far.
yeah, he's kind of been doubling down on Athena and making sure things are fleshed out. I'm just excited for when Apollo gets a case, because
Yeah.
Apollo's personally my
Yeah.
favorite, but I
I
feel
love
like
Apollo too.
I feel like his character in the actual like Ace Attorney series can kind of be all over the place. They kind of
Hmm.
make him fit into whatever role they currently need.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I'm more intrigued with Athena because unlike Apollo, Athena still has a story to tell. Like
yeah,
she's and like Apollo's like like his story ended at Spirit of Justice. Spoilers if no one's played it. I'm not going to talk about the story, but his story a bit
yeah,
Apollo's story pretty much ends at Spirit of Justice.
yeah. But in this, there's gonna be more. I'm looking forward to all of his sarcastic internal dialogue because he's been the one the most fed up with
Oh yeah,
living in
his dialogue
Equestria.
is just so good. I love like before Athena, Apollo was my favorite, so he's the second favorite,
Yeah,
honestly.
I like Apollo a lot.
Yeah.
And then that one will also probably have a lot of Trucy as well, which will be fun. And then getting to see what he does with the ring and everything, his crazy eyes, uh, so or the wristband. It's not a ring, um, right? Or wait, what is it? I can't remember. It's been a long time. What is Apollo's thing? Like he sees the
Apollo's
little
thing
movements.
perceive.
Yeah, but what's the little
he
like?
has his basically his bracelet squeezes every
It's his
time someone is
bracelet. Okay.
yeah, his bracelet. Yeah, his bracelet like squeezes tightly every time he detects like someone is like, having a nervous twitch, and then he
Yeah,
focuses and finds those twitches to get more info.
like Sweetie Belle rubbing her hoof and biting her lip
Yes.
whenever she gets nervous. But anyways, that's it for EOJ talk. For those of you who have just joined us, because you skipped over the EOJ talk, welcome. Go watch EOJ though. It's good. Um, yeah, I other than that's about all the like big new stuff that's come out that we've been paying attention to. I'm sure there's a lot more that we haven't covered, but I'm sure there's a lot more stuff that has come out that we haven't covered. But I honestly haven't really been able to keep tabs on a lot of things because my life's been busy. Uh, Robert also like starting his new job, so
Yeah.
again, yeah, we apologize for the funky stuff. We're not going to talk about the tier list this episode. We'll be doing that next episode. We have 3 episodes we watched, but we watched those like a month ago, so we're gonna rewatch those and and talk about the tier list next episode. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get this episode out today. So today is Wednesday. So if you're seeing
Yep.
this episode as it comes out, we probably just recorded this a few hours ago.
Yep.
uh, Sorry, this episode is so late. We've been just scrambling to get uh, time to do this, but yeah. Something big I should mention. TrotCon is this
Yep.
weekend. I'm actually part of the reason I'm gonna be recording and editing this in the same day is because I'm leaving for TrotCon tomorrow. So
Yep.
I get on a plane in less than 24
Yeah.
hours to go
Yeah.
to Ohio.
And hopefully next con I'll be able to attend if I, am able to,
Here's
because I
hoping.
have a job now.
Yeah, you've got money coming in.
Yeah,
We'll figure something out.
I'll have to save up a bit, but yeah,
Yeah, it's this one is probably going to be the last con I go to for a while. I might not go to another one this year. Maybe at the
that's
end of
fair.
the year, but uh
Hmm.
I just got some financial stuff I got to get worked out first. So
Yeah, yeah.
um but
And
yeah, so
maybe if I go to a con, we'll be there and we'll be able to record an episode there.
yeah, I can't wait to do that at some point. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Um but if you're going to TrotCon this weekend, keep an eye out for me. What's the joke
For
we
the
always say? Look for the
look,
guy.
look for the guy.
Yeah, look for the guy. Um,
Yeah, just that, the guy the guy from Spy Kids 3, that guy.
oh,
Elijah
um,
Wood.
so okay, if you do spot me at the con, um, so I'll be pretty easy to to notice. I'll be wearing a lanyard, with like my con badge, but also it's gonna be covered in starlight glimmer pins. So I'll be easy to spot out. If you do see me, don't uh, when you approach me, say ask me, have you heard of the Out of Our Mains podcast? That's what I need you to ask me. Just
Yeah.
say, have you heard of the Out of Our Mains podcast? Um, and I'll know you're a real one. So,
Yeah, although you're a real fan, not a fake fan.
um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing anybody who's there. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to it. Um, but yeah, I think that's about everything. Question of the episode. I was thinking about this earlier. Um, question of the episode: have you seen Minions 2? And
Have
was
you
it any
seen?
good?
I've not seen Minions 2. I
I
don't have
haven't
any
either.
plans. I don't have any plans to see it.
Same.
But, is it any good? Is like yellow pills with eyes and legs and arms that speak gibberish any good?
That's a good question. Um,
They're
and did
literally just yellow pills with eyes, arms, and legs.
so also I just want to apologize. We say this like every episode, but if audio is funky, I know Robert's echoing a little bit, and
Yep.
I probably sound a little different. I'm in a different room. We're still trying to get things figured out. So if you hear a little funky stuff in this episode, I apologize for that. But do we have anything else? Oh, if you like the show, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Doesn't really matter because no one else can see it except for me and
Hit all the
Robert.
buttons except the report button.
Yeah, hit all the buttons except the report button. If you're on Spotify, I guess leave a review. We'd love to hear your feedback on the show. Um, if you're on Spotify, make sure to or if you have a Twitter, make sure to tweet at us at out of our mains. Use the hashtag mainpod if you're talking about the show. Uh, if you're on Google Podcasts or any of those other things that I forget that we're on, yeah, again, hit all the buttons, just not the report button. Leave us a review or something. It really helps. Um, People like seeing a reviewed podcast. They like being able to, figure out stuff about the podcast, and it also helps with the algorithms and stuff.
Yep. Algorithms, our worst
Mm-hmm.
enemy.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a response to our question of the episode in the comments
Yep.
below or on
Or
Twitter.
yeah, or tweet it at us, yeah. Tweet us a picture of your water bottle or something.
Oh yeah, I was trying to remember. I was like, I know we do something. We do two different
Yeah.
things every
Yeah,
episode. We have a
tweet yeah, tweet
question
tweet yeah, tweet us a random picture of your water bottle. What you're drinking from that day.
that can be a refillable water bottle. It can be a plastic water bottle. Whatever.
And
If you don't
and if
have a
it's
water bottle,
plastic, be sure to recycle it.
yes, make sure you recycle your water bottle. Take care of the
Out of
earth.
our mains, pro recycle.
Whoa, that's a hot take there. Wow.
Yeah, pro
That's
recycling.
so
Yes.
brave of you.
Yes, I know. It's so controversial, but I'm changing up, man.
You're willing to say the hard things.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm willing to speak the truth.
oh, thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Come
Yep.
say hi to me at TrotCon.
Yep. Okay. We'll see you all next time.
Anyway, come to TrotCon.